Hey everybody, welcome back for day 32 of 100 Days of Halloween. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your weekend since it is Saturday. So, what am I doing for 100 Days of Halloween real quick for the new ones here? My friend Ranee over at the Woolly Llama Shop had been discussing wanting to do a blanket for the fall or Halloween season for the 100 Days of Halloween. And her idea was to do it in bite-sized pieces, meaning 6-inch by 6-inch granny squares that were either in fall colors, fall themes, fall designs, or Halloween. And so with her discussing it and talking about it and her idea and everything, I thought it was perfect. I was willing to join in along with her in solidarity because I myself had been wanting to make a Halloween themed blanket as well, but for the last couple years I was too busy with other things and lifey stuff. And so I was like, this year I'm going to do it. Let's do it. And so for the 100 Days of Halloween, we are making a square a day, every day, to total 100 squares to make a fall Halloween themed blanket. So each square is either has a design element that's fall or Halloween themed color wise, or has a built-in like pumpkin or whatever, or we are finding lots of appliques online that are fall and Halloween themed. And for each day that we present a new square for that day, we are putting the information for said square, like if it's a specific applique from somewhere, we'll put the information for the tutorial, the blog post where it's written, or let you know if we freehanded, etc. And what I've started doing, I'm basically keeping track of mine in days of 10, because I know the 100 days for 100 squares is going to be rows of 10 across and rows of 10 up and down. So I decided to start keeping the information for each set of 10. That way it's easier to find if you see one and you're like, oh, I want to go to that site, like for instance, Maria's Blue Crayon, and do the tutorial or the written pattern for a specific applique. So it's easier for you guys to find that are joining in. We do have some people joining in. We have some other podcasters. Nova over at Nova Gnome Creations. She's not dropping a video every day. She's doing a weekly update, I believe it is. She's not doing a blanket. She is making wearables for her and some very special littles in her life. And I can't wait to see those. And our Yarny sis, also Patricia, over at the Yarny Cat Crochet, is also joining in along, but she made a different smaller project because she has a lot of stuff going on and a lot on her table as far as projects. Her project is actually finished. I'm not sure if she's going to do any more. I will try and link the video for hers in my description box as well. Go over there and check out what she made. I think it is awesome. She gave me inspiration for later. Yes, she did. Thank you, Patricia. But anyhow, so back to the squares. So we have already completed days 1 through 10, 11 through 20, and we are working on 31. Wow. We've already days 1 through 10, 11 through 20, and 21 through 30. So we are working on 31 through 40 now, our fourth group of 10. I'm not going to go back over 1 through 30. We will just do a recap on the ones that are in this group of 10. What I'm trying to do is a video for each set of 10, a video short. So you can go look at my shorts. And so far I have uploaded days 1 through 10 and days 11 through 20. I've already filmed day 21 through 30. I just have to get it uploaded for you guys. So yeah. And then we are connecting them. Ranee is connecting hers different. She's doing hers entirely different. Hers is more structured. She has scoured the interwebs and compiled this list in her computer of all these appliques and themed squares. and she's drawing numbers at random that correlate to them. And whatever she draws out number-wise is the square that she does for that day. I am doing mine on a whim. I have been just whatever creativity inspiration hits me that day is a square that I make. Although in yesterday's video, you saw I wanted to do something different. I was calling it square roulette, where I drew a square out of a bag. I've changed my mind, and we'll get into that. So real quick, day 31, which was yesterday, you guys saw my poison apple. Okay. That was day 31 square. So for day 32, if you guys saw yesterday's video, I had dumped all of the extra blank squares that I had made into one of the big shopping totes that was from Joann's before they liquidated and closed. And we drew one out at random, and I ended up drawing out an orange. Well, I drew out a purple, but we had just done a purple. So I vetoed it, and we put it back in, and I drew out another one at random, and it was orange. And I asked you guys in the comments on yesterday's video, and I haven't looked at them yet. I wanted you guys to guess to see what I was going to put on said square. So let's get in there and open it up. And what did you guys say? Let's see. Sam from Memphis Makes said that I have a scarecrow girl, so I think you should do a scarecrow. So basically a scarecrow boy. Patricia at Yarny Cat Crochet said a scarecrow boy. Lisa just said hi. Amy just said hi. Ranee over at the Woolly Llama Shop, who is the brainchild of our crochet along for this Halloween fun. She said, I'm feeling a spider, which is funny because she keeps pulling spiders out of her magic little pumpkin. Cynthia says, I got pumpkin. And then Ranee said, my bag is rigged like the pumpkin. Because she kept pulling out spider. Yeah, I think the bag was rigged. That's why we're going a different direction. We're not using the bag. You'll see. Which is why we vetoed the purple square, because we just did a purple. And I didn't want two purple in a row. Donna Hoskinson says, I don't know how you're keeping up with all these squares. I don't know either, Donna, but I'm having fun doing whatever it is I'm doing. And then Ellen just gave us hearts and a ball of yarn. So most of the comments were scarecrow boy, spider, and pumpkin. Well, what did I do for my square? It was orange. And I wanted to do something totally different than I'd done so far, because you guys know I've been going off the cuff. Whatever inspiration strikes me, and I'm trying to find different things, right? So I did fall leaves. Fall leaves. And these leaves are from, oh my gosh, Missy. You would think I would have been more prepared. Oh, let me look. Sorry, guys. I want to say it was... Oh, is this it? I want to say they're Raffamusa Designs squares. But I could be wrong. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, I believe they're Raffamusa, because I'm seeing this maple leaf right here. So these have to be, I think these are the birch leaves right here. So I did one in this little, it's a darker, not quite brick red. So, and then I did a green and then a yellow, like the changing of the fall leaves, because we hadn't done any leaves yet except for the ones on the pumpkin. So yes, my orange square has fall leaves. So there's day 32, day 31. And so getting back to the random draw from that bag, which was to me kind of an epic fail because of course the bag's not stiff. I was trying to hold it up in my hand and it was trying to flop over, and it was hard for me to mix everything up and try and grab. The thing was wanting to collapse. It was, to me, it was a catastrophe, a hilarious catastrophe. So I was like, I need something sturdier. And I looked around. And if I had Hobby Lobby close enough, I probably would have went and probably found one of their big decorated fall themed boxes that I could potentially put things in. But because I don't, my Hobby Lobby is about almost 45 minutes away. That's the closest one, all the way up in Cookeville. So I grabbed a box right here. Oh, and my tape's coming undone. And I did a hole. Ooh. A draw hole in the center. And if I can find some really cool, I had almost thought about decoupaging like Halloween napkins all over the box, but I've already got stuff in here and I don't know how long it would dry. Maybe it's raining today. Maybe this coming week, if it's like warm enough, I could like do it in sections at a time and decorate the box. I don't know. We'll see. So it won't be so plain. But for now, we're going to do, I'm calling this my Boo Box of Fate. Yes. So all of those squares, extra squares, because I have almost enough. I think I need to do like 16 more squares to put in here. And some of them might have a theme already on them. Once I get to them, they'll just go in here. And if we draw it out and I don't have to put anything on it, that's okay. But the majority of these are blank, and they, depending on their color, I could decide to put a some type of applique or embellishment on them or whatever. It just depends on what we draw out. So this is my Boo Box of Fate. And as I do squares to get enough for the 100 days, so that just kind of takes a little bit of load off of me. That way, once I have enough squares in here to draw from, all I'm having to do is work on appliques and get them sewn on. And that way I can get to other projects I need to work on because I'm behind on a few things. But I still want to make it fun. So we're going to be drawing out the Boo Box of Fate. But we're not going to do that this very moment because I have an update on the blanket. And we'll do this right before we end for today. So say goodbye to the Boo Box of Fate for a moment. So as you guys know, at first I was talking about attaching all of my squares with the Red Heart Super Saver in the black silver sparkle. Well, the black silver sparkle is really hard to find around here. And so I really didn't want to order online. And I just wanted to be able to get as I need it, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? I want to give it more character. And you guys know I had made a whole bunch of squares out of one of these skeins that I absolutely love. And the more I started looking at this and seeing how the colors transitioned and everything, I thought this yarn would be super cool to do my square joins with, because it's going to continually be changing. And because I'm not doing in steady rows, I'm putting mine together in a C2C fashion until I have 10 across, 10 up and down, and then we'll start decreasing, right? So I thought this would be super cool because I'm using a lot of these colors in my blanket. And besides, I love this yarn, which is the Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo Stripes in the color Bright Stripes. And pretty much any Walmart I go to around here, no matter what town, because we're all small towns, there's usually 2 or 3 of these on the shelf. So I have complete access to these 9 times out of 10. I'm hoping to get enough where I can just do a whole complete, maybe a C2C blanket in this, because I do love C2C. I love how it works up when you're using things like this. And And I think I have 5 of these right now, maybe 6. I'm not sure. I think I have 6. So I think so far I'm close to having enough for an additional blanket, on top of using one of these to join all my squares. And I'm going to use it and find a really cool trim out for the edging of my blanket once it's all put together and complete. So yeah, this is, and even Nova had messaged me and said that she thought this would be a cool join, and I had already thought of it, and I was like, great minds think alike, because you know, if you know Nova, you guys know we love our bright colors. So yeah, this in the bright stripes, the Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo Stripes, bright stripes, is going to be my square joining yarn. So do you guys want to see how much of the squares joined I've gotten done? I'm proud of myself. Proud of myself. So I have this, all of the ones we've done so far, we've, not including the 2 over here for this group of 10, because they're staying on my desk until this group is complete. So I had 30 in a small cardboard box next to my recliner, with a storage tote of yarn that I'm working on making squares and appliques. All the scrap balls and partial skeins, and all that. So I grabbed one of these unused. This isn't one of them. This is one that still lives in here right now. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start putting these together just to see how it's looking and to see if that's actually the direction that I want to go. Just in case it wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to look that way, I would have time to change my mind. So you guys want to see how far I've gotten? So I had the box of 30. And I've gotten, here's the bottom. We have 6 across. And then the next row has 5. The next row has 4. This has 3. Then we have 2. Then we have 1. So, and I know this is going to be hard to hold up. So this is what we've got so far. We've got 6 going up and 6 across. Whoop. And I am loving it, guys. I think that my idea to do it, build it like a C2C, because, and the reason why I was inspired to do it that way is because if I was doing it row by row, I would have joined so many ends to weave in. And by doing it this way, I started down here in the corner, right here. And then my next row, I attached this one here, and then just joined this one here. And then this one, I joined here, brought in this square and joined it here and here, went down to this one and joined that one. And that way I'm only having to do one continuous thing each time. And first off, it's a time saver. Second, the amount of ends to weave in, minimal, because you only have your beginning point on whatever side. And then when you go up all the way, then you only have over here. So it is saving me so much time. It is going by so super fast. But this is what we have so far. We've got 6 going across and 6 going up. And I was going to stop at 20 for the first 10, but then I still needed one to go up here to make it evened out. So I stopped at 21 last night. I was getting tired too. Otherwise, I probably would have done a whole other entire row. But I love how this is coming out. Yeah. And I am so excited to see what this keeps working up looking like. Because, I mean, this is bringing me so much joy. I am so glad that Ranee had brought up this idea and asked if anybody wanted to join in and be a crochet along buddy with her, and I am so happy that I did, because I'm loving the process. I'm loving being inspired, finding new squares, seeing the things that everyone else is making and being inspired by those, and freehanding so much. Yeah, I'm over the moon, and I cannot wait to see this thing all done, guys, because it is so pretty. So pretty. But anyhow, yeah, that is the update on where I am on joining my squares, as well as day 32 square. So let's get back to the Boo Box of Fate. And we're going to shake her up real good. Get them all mixed up. I figured since Brian is either not here when I'm drawing or he's sleeping, so it's easier for me to maneuver this solid box and not have to worry about struggling and potentially seeing what I'm drawing. We just need to decorate the Boo Box of Fate. All right, guys, so let's draw out. And what do we got? Purple again. Are you serious? Guys, we're just going to go with it. Obviously, purple wants to be a thing, and I'm not going to veto it again. I thought that the bag was fixed, cursed. Yeah, and apparently it is just like Ranee's pumpkin. It's doing to me what her pumpkin's doing to her. Purple, apparently it is. So, whoa. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Allie-Ann. She's probably going to be mad now for the rest of the day because I just bonked her in the face with the Boo Box. So, I guess purple. Is it the same purple? It's a slightly different shade. So, this one was a little darker. More of a midnight purple. This one's more of a grape jelly. So, I guess purple it is again. So, in the comments, guys, guess and see what I'm going to put on this one. And I won't look at the comments again until I do the video tomorrow and see what you guys think is going to go on yet another purple square. I don't know if this was a good idea. Oh, well, it's fun. We're making it fun, and it's just giving my blanket more character. And what do you guys think of the Boo Box of Fate? Anybody have any idea, suggestions to dress it up or decorate it? Like I said, I thought about decoupaging using Halloween napkins and doing a side at a time and letting it dry and then doing another side at a time. And that way I could use this, you know, for other things too, or random things during the Halloween and fall holiday at some point. But who knows? Anyways, yeah. If I had a little kid anywhere nearby, I'd let him decorate it for Halloween, let them draw all over it, but we don't. So anyways, yeah, if you guys have any cool ideas, what do you think I should do with the box just to dress it up so it's not so plain? I also thought about contact paper, but I don't know if I have any place close by, because we live so rural, that has any type of fall or Halloween themed contact paper, because that would be another cool idea. If I happen to go to a big city maybe this week for anything, maybe I'll check those sections and see. But until then, our Boo Box of Fate is going to go up here for tomorrow's drawing. And we'll see what we draw tomorrow. And hopefully it's not purple again, because if it is, we're just going to have to veto, guys. But anyhow, I guess I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you're having a great weekend. We're finally getting some rain. Supposedly, we have cooler temps coming. So, thank you. I hope they're not lying. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I know it's not going to be technically hoodie season yet, but even a little bit of drop in temps will be, I won't be complaining. So anyhow, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you bunches. Thank you for keeping coming back and making this fun. You guys are helping spark my creative juices, my imagination. And you guys, just all your comments and everything are what's sparking part of my joy in doing this, and watching, now that I'm starting to put the squares together, watching my blanket grow. So yeah. So with that, I'm going to sign off for now. I love you guys. Bye for now.